Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you foxes.
Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? It is the Famous Aftermath Show. We are going to be reviewing the Swansea game. What a result it was. Thank God we've got a win after the last 4 draws. Get your views and comments in, as always. Make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials. Andy, how we doing, mate? Neil, how we doing? Appreciate all coming in so early on a Sunday morning, but I guess you're just doing the same as me. Yeah. We'll talk about that comment in a minute. Great. Craig, good morning, mate. How are you all doing? Good performance. Great performance by Fatu yesterday. Yeah, very good. There was a lot of chat, and even I've said it, that he might be a bit of a one-trick pony. But again, when it goes for him, it goes for him. And what a goal he scored yesterday. Quality. Gray, how are you all doing, mate? Appreciate you coming in so early. Phil, morning, all great win it was. Get your views and get comments in, as always. We'll be talking a lot more about the game straight after the intro, so let's go.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.
Just make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials, as always. Chris, morning, how are you doing, mate? We'll get the few more comments before we bring people on. Andy Meadow says we need to sign Jordan James ASAP. Yeah, that is a very, very good comment to say, because after the last 2 performances, I think that there's no doubt about it. You should be coming in. Chris Wall, appreciate you coming in, mate. Matthew Bond, morning, mate. Great result. It was. I think you can tell that I'm a bit tired from yesterday's travels. Been to a different country and back. So yeah, long day. Mark, morning, mate. Where the fuck is Jamie? Don't ask me, mate. Don't ask me. I'm just covering. Chris Tid, appreciate you coming in. Terry Fuller says I was stunned as well. They made 3. As in, you mean what? You mean you scored 3 goals? I know. You never know. We might be on a striking form right now. Coming forward after the international break. Mr. B, appreciate you coming in, mate. Morning, how we doing? After 11, I thought we were here. Here we go again. Yeah. Oh, sorry. After 1-1. Yeah. No, I was on the exact same point, mate. I was in the ground, and when FaZe made that challenge, I'll say we'll talk a bit more about it later on, but yeah, I did think it was going to be the same old story as here we go again, another draw. But at least that didn't happen in the end. Great close to JJ, but I read this morning Martin is already making plans. Maybe. I think can you just sign him up any time in the season, or are you allowed to just do it? Yeah, you only have to do it at the end of the season. I'm not too sure, but hopefully we can do it. We need to. Andy Downing, last comment before we didn't bring people on. Is Jordan James looks like he's been at City for ages. Yeah, it looks like he actually cares about what he wants to do. And that's one of the issues I always hate about loan players, in the fact that I don't think they ever want to try or give their all, but he does that, and I think he wants this move. That's why he's trying so hard. He should have scored 2 yesterday, but at least we scored 3 goals in general. So yeah, we'll bring a few people on then. We've got Nick first. Nick, how are we doing, mate?
Hey up, matey. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. Trying to wake up a bit more after yesterday's long day of travels, but we got there and back, and we got the result we wanted, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But as the previous comments were saying, I love Jordan James. I think he's been brilliant, especially last 2 games. Sign him up, pay the 5 million, get him in, sign him up. We've finally got a KDH replacement.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Gray says have to wait until the end. I think, mate. Do you know, Nick, any more information on when we can do it? Can we just do it now if we wanted to, or?
And do you know what? I'm not sure. All I know is it's a £5 million option. So I'm assuming because it says option, you can take it in theory whenever you want. So we could say, well, all right, we'll sign you up in January
Yeah.
for 5 mil. I don't know why you'd have to wait till the end of the season if you've got an option in the deal. So
No, I get you. Aggie says here, missed the game yesterday due to a family wedding, but maybe I should stay away more often. Yeah, Aggie, I see you every game, so the one game I don't see you, we get a win, so might as well stay away, mate, unfortunately. We'll bring Jono in as well. Jono, how we doing, mate?
Not bad yourself.
Yeah, all good. Like I say, we got the win, didn't we? That's the main
We
thing.
did.
We'll talk a bit about the game to begin with. Obviously, the lineup we saw before the game was basically the same team as the game we played against Wrexham, just other than Ricardo in for Chowdhury. I think that the players who came in against Wrexham probably deserved the start after the performances they did have against Wrexham, in the likes of Bobby Reed. I think he had a decent game. I think, again, Jordan James came in, I think, majority of that game. And then I'm trying to think of the other players that actually did make the return into the team. Monga, again, I think that he had a decent game yesterday. Probably should have done better with his chance he had, but I think that he's looking better than I think from Aberdeen's role at the moment. But what's your thoughts on the team lineup when we came into it, and do you think that the certain players that we kept in from Wrexham did well? Nick?
yeah, I think Mongo had a very good game yesterday. I think Mav's got an injury, so they're saying that's why he wasn't in the squad. But whether he was fully fit or not, I still would have probably chosen Mongo on the left rather than Mavrovidi anyway, because his form this season's not been brilliant, has it? Ricardo, you know what you're going to get from Ricky P. I like Ricky P at right back, or in, like I say, in that holding midfielder role. I think he can do a job both ends. But um, I think we looked balanced yesterday as a starting 11. It looked balanced. There was no square, pegs in round holes and stuff. Trying to fit players in. We looked better with the team we put out.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep it the same for the next game.
Yeah. There is one person we're going to talk about, Jono, and he's your favourite player, and Mr. Patson Daka. He kept his spot when it came from Wrexham. I don't think he had the best games versus Wrexham, but I think that the way he plays and his positioning and the off-ball side of things, I think he actually does push a bit of an impact in that team where he pressures them and he's a bit of a menace on the ball, even though he doesn't create too much up front. I think that he did quite well yesterday with what he had to do to start letting them play from the back.
What I love is we're trying to justify what he's doing, but his main role is a striker.
Maybe so, but we said that about Ayew.
He's not scoring goals. You can't deny he puts all the effort in the world. He puts every ounce of effort when he steps onto that pitch, and you can't deny he works hard. That's what we all fans have asked for. But his job is to score goals. He gets blurry eyes every time he gets from a goal. Like that header from when Fatwa hits the crossbar. If he heads it anywhere but straight, it's a goal. What's he do? Over the bar.
He went over the bar. He actually got it
pretty much over. It was a good save.
He could have took a touch. He could have took a touch because there's nobody around him and put it anywhere.
I'm not trying to give him an excuse. I just think off the ball and him not being the striker in a way maybe helped him be a bit more of a menace. Again, where we said this about Ayew, he doesn't even be a menace. He just holds the ball up and does nothing more.
But he's not a striker. Ayew's not a striker, reader.
No, he's not.
Ayew's a midfielder at best. He's either a number 10 or he can play on the right. I think personally, Daka's only getting in because we've got no other options as a striker. He's in there by default because he's the only, other than Carranza, he's only the other striker on the books. And you're not going to throw a young lad like Jake Evans in.
No. And
he's good at pressing. Yeah. He's good at pressing the goalkeeper. He's good at chasing down defenders. But that's it. When he's on the ball, he's got 2 left feet. He can't pass. He can't dribble with the ball. He can't shoot
I'm trying
with
to
the
say how
ball.
good of a good performance he has, not just slate him all the time.
He worked, no. To be
He
fair to
weren't, he
him,
weren't
yesterday he
awful, but he
worked.
doesn't offer
He did all
much.
right yesterday. He did all right yesterday, but
Mm.
as John O's saying, he should have done better with the chances that came to him
Yeah.
yesterday.
No, I
He
agree. I agree.
any other lethal striker or any normal striker would probably put some of those away.
Yeah. Neil here says the team looks far better shape with Daka up front. I think that's mainly because we've got an actual striker in that role, and not coming back all the time. Decent header, to be fair. It was an alright header, but again, he could have done it any other way. But into the goalkeeper's hands. Gray says, why did Carranza do what did Carranza do when he came on? I saw people calling him. So he got a quite fortunate run into goal 1-on-1 against the keeper, and I don't know why, but he decided to go across his defender first before he took the shot. There was a spare, like open space on the left of the keeper, and he just decided
He went
to
to the
keep
right,
running.
didn't he? They got stuck.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
should have scored.
he should have scored. I'm not gonna go at him for it again. It was just in the moment decision that he decided to go right instead of shooting left, but again, people are going to look at it and think he can't be that good if he's not going to score them sort of
Oh,
chances.
people
But
are already comparing him to Edward of last season
yeah,
already.
yeah, like he had the chance. Yeah, he probably should have done better with it. But if that was Vardy, no one would slate him at all. I know, like, I'm not trying to excuse it, but there's certain players where the moment anyone does anything who people don't like, they're going to get slated no matter what. So again, like we said at the start of the season, it's a fresh new season, and there's certain players that I think, even if they're given a chance, like a Daka or even a Bobby Reed at times, as much as I didn't like when Bobby Reed came in, he's proven me wrong. I think he's done quite well.
It's not just this season though, because you look at, for example, Jordan James. He's come in, he's made a massive difference instantly. But compared to Daka, we're not just saying, oh, he's been poor this season. He's been poor for 2-3 seasons now, and he's not improving. He's not offering anything different. But Carranza, he's just come in this season. It'll take a while for him to bed in, and so I'm not going out his throat at all. But Daka's been doing this sort of shenanigans for years. That's why fans are fed up with Daka more than Carranza.
Yeah, people. Like I said, there's a few comments in there saying that Carranza just obviously needs more game time and stuff like that.
He does need more game time.
And Seagrave folks said strikers cost a lot of money, can't expect too much from Carranza. Again, he's a loan signing, and you're not going to expect him to be the next Jamie Vardy, but again, he probably
We've been
should have
trying to replace
scored.
Vardy for the last 6 years. I'm sorry, for me, Vardy
Yeah.
was a one-off. He's a
Mm.
he comes around once in a generation type player. You're not going to find another Jamie Vardy. We've all got to, as much as it pains me to say it, we've all got to move on from Jamie Vardy.
No, yeah, I get you. Again, it's for me thinking about it in the back, but in the last few years and whatnot, if you think about it, the likes of Man City, they had like Aguero, and they never really got to the level of Aguero until now with Haaland. Like
Well, look at
that,
Arsenal. They had Thierry Henry,
yeah,
Drogba at Chelsea, Alan Shearer up in Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? We've had all those sort of icons of players. They've never replaced them. Even
yeah.
Man United had Rooney. Who's been a decent striker since Rooney packed
No
in
one.
at Man U? No one. So that's what I'm
No.
saying. These once in a generation players,
Well,
they're here and then they're gone.
you'd probably give it to Ronaldo just because he's one of the
He's
goats. But
he's not a striker. He was never a striker either.
still, I'll take it. Well, after obviously we saw the lineup, then we got into the game. And a Mr. Certain Jordan James got in straight early and scored an absolute stunner. Thoughts, because again, I didn't expect it from that good from him, but the way we were playing, I felt we were comfortable, and that sort of goal just makes it even better, doesn't it? What do you reckon, Jono?
Not bins.
I felt it was unexpected. It was like, I think going into the weekend, we saw videos from Leicester saying goals galore in training and stuff like that because the fans were moaning there's not enough goals and we're not taking enough chances. I think Marty's is saying, look, if you've got an open space, if you've got a pocket of space outside around the box, just shoot.
Do you reckon that? Do you reckon that sort of like I saw that as well about the goals galore on the YouTube and whatnot, showing the training? Do you reckon that this week compared to last week, it felt like a bit of a change in the fact of we are getting more shots off and we are getting these goals that we probably wouldn't have dared to try and do at the times before, and we were passing it
a-
more.
Absolutely. I think we were a lot more aggressive around the box this game than we were all season. I thought weren't as picky. Weren't as picky in shooting. I still think I still think a lot of the game was boring. I still think we could have been more brave than what we were, but I thought we took more braver shots, and Fatara and James proved it. They scored two absolute worldies from outside the box.
Yeah, Nick, and obviously I know you're a big fan of Jordan James, but that goal, and they'll say he scored 2 games in a row now. For me, like it's light and day, and like I think you said as well that Dewsbury is just the Dewsbury replacement we've been waiting for.
I think so, because he's that box-to-box midfielder we've been crying out for since KDH went. But going back to what you were asking, Jono, it could be a retaliation from the players because after the Wrexham game, Marty came out and said they were all arrogant for the performance that they put in the second half, and it may be the players have heard that and gone, do you know what, we're going to prove the boss wrong and try and be a bit more dangerous going forward, try and shots from left, right, and centre, just to put a, prove a point. So, but no, Jordan James, he's only going to get better. That's the scary thing because what is he? He's early 20s, is he not?
Yeah, like I say, my Birmingham mate said that you've got some talent on your hands. You just got to make sure it's made right and whatnot. We'll obviously talk about a bit more in the game because then obviously nothing really more happened in that first half, other than a bit of an error with phase, or people might call it error, a challenge. I don't know. At the game, I would say that there's from what I saw, it felt like a penalty, but looking back at it, he won the ball. It might have looked a bit dangerous, but it's not a penalty, is it?
I think the ref was soft. I think he was rubbish, and I think it was a soft penalty to give myself. I've seen a hell of a lot worse this season.
I replayed it. I watched it at lower speed, and he did get the ball first. But the referee can't go do that. Referee doesn't have VAR or anything like that. For first look, I didn't think it was a penalty, and when you look at it very closely, he did win the ball first. And for me, a penalty has got to be like, is an obvious foul? For me, it wasn't. He didn't follow through. He didn't make it dangerous. His feet wasn't up in the air. It wasn't, for me, a clear penalty. But what the thing is, though, is why would you give the referee the option to possibly give a penalty? Why not stay on your feet? Then you're guaranteed not to get a penalty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the only reason it was given is because it kind of looked a bit more of a dangerous one in the fact that he took the player out on the way through. Again, there is still debates whether he is a bit of a liability. With what Mark said, Woot is a liability. I think that going into the next game against Pompey, I do think you take him out. As much as I think he's been all right this season overall, there's been a few errors here and there that I think maybe kind of need to be cut out a bit. But we already know that about we already know that he's always doing that. So maybe it's time for Ben Nelson to come in and see what he can do. I don't know if it's too early for him, but I think out of all the players,
I mean, if Nelson's not given a shout, bring a Coley back in.
Yeah,
for Pompey.
Yeah, bring a Coley. He looked good with Vestergaard in the back with Ricardo and Luke on the left. I think that'd be a great back four.
I think it's a harsh one because again, I don't think it is a penalty. But again, without any VAR or any replays in the ground, it's not going to not be changed, is it? So at that point, we were 1-1, and it kind of looked like it was the same story after the last 4 games. It was going to come out and draw it again, but the Mr. Abdul Fatawu scores an absolute screamer after being nearly fouled about 3 or 4 times, and he still gets past them and still puts it in the top bins. One of a million, and he nearly scored 2 screamers in one game.
Yeah, that lob from the halfway line fractions away from being 2 worldies in a game.
I think the keeper would have got it if he went under the bar because I think he
I
was
don't
there
think
I don't
ready
he
for
know.
it.
I don't
The
know.
Swansea keeper looked a bit dodgy
He did look a
all
bit dodgy,
game.
but I think he's literally his hands were on the bar at the moment the ball hit the bar. So I think it was every chance he wouldn't have gone either way. But yeah, what's our thoughts on this Fatawu goal? Because realistically, as much as I've said it, he's a bit of a one-trick pony and he cuts in and does well. But when he gets in, when he gets that cut in and he gets it on, he will score it. And he's done that 3 or 4 times already this season. Nick, your take on him again? I still think he's a bit of a one-trick pony, but if it works, it works.
Yeah, exactly. I think, as you say, if it works, it works. He may be a one-trick pony, but I think he's probably going to have to, if he is this one-trick pony, he's going to have to learn something else because it won't take long before oppositions work out what they've got to do to stop him.
Mm.
And then if he's not got another trick to his repertoire, he's going to struggle, won't he? But I thought he did really good. Great goal. Should have. It was so harsh not to have got the halfway
Yeah.
line goal, and he could have joined a Joey Johnson-esque club. But I don't know what more people would want from him. Just
Yeah.
you watch him and he puts a smile on your face just watching it because he when he's playing he's so happy and you know he loves it here. I mean, his celebration, he runs off straight to give Hamza a cuddle
Yeah, a bit of a
because they're
weird
like busy
choice.
mate.
I was gonna
Do
say,
you
a
know
bit
what
of
I
a weird
mean?
choice.
No, but apparently they're busy mates. Apparently that's all they're doing in training is
unless
dancing around
he
like
was trying to
paired.
go, unless he was trying to go to Cifuentes, but
I don't know. It look
Lambs are going
Hamza
away.
Hamza's mop got in the
Yeah.
screenshot of it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that goal went in, and what a goal it was! It was good to see it live. And then there's no doubt about it. The free kick came in, and Mr. Yannick Vestergaard somehow got his head onto this freakish ball. It go back in the box because it bounced off one of the players, and just basically a tapping with his head. And luckily enough, the keeper didn't save it.
No,
Jono,
luckily not
I
lucky enough
mean,
the keeper put it into the net for him.
it was
yeah,
still on target though.
I mean, the 2 first goals weren't lucky goals. They were just really good, well-taken shots. But we deserve a bit of luck. We've had 4 draws in a row. We deserve a bit of luck. And yeah, I think though, being in the right place at the right time. I mean, the ball didn't leave the box and he started sprinting back. He waited for a bit longer and it paid off. Just yes, it
Yeah.
was an easy tap in. Yes, it was helped in, but it was absolutely good. It was a good goal. He stayed there, finished, took his chance. Unlike Daka, that's how you score a header. Daka, that's where you put the header. You don't put it at the keeper. You put it to the side netting, and it creates that chance. So
No, I agree. I think the one thing that I did mention a lot at the game yesterday, and I will ask your opinions on it, and the fact of as much as we might think the penalty wasn't a penalty yesterday, the only reason we keep having poorer results than we probably should have done is because of mistakes. And I'm not saying the phase was a mistake because again, it probably wasn't a penalty, but the way we kind of make things happen by, again, last week was Vestergaard doing his little shoulder margin that didn't work and missed up. Again, yesterday was a bit more of a phase controversial challenge, which he might have not even needed to. It seems like the only reason we're conceding goals is because of just mistakes from our own part. What can we do to get these wins under our belt now? Because we've got one, we need to keep going. Pompey realistically should be a game where we control and dominate the game, really, shouldn't it, Nick?
You should, but
I know it's
again,
never easy in the championship, but
no, it's not. That's the thing. We all, let's be fair, right? Every single one of us in this studio right now, and every single one in the chat thought on Tuesday night, Wrexham was, especially when we saw the team and there was no Cody, there was no Ward, and all that lot to upset it. We all, honestly, hand on heart, thought we'd steamroll them.
Yeah.
And we didn't. So you just mistakes happen. I get that mistakes happen, but fair play to them yesterday because when we went 1-1, they worked hard to try and get a second and a third. And whereas against Wrexham, we shut up shop. you
Yeah.
know, the equaliser for Wrexham came, and they didn't do that
But
whatsoever, and
that's down.
that's why the crowd got on, you know, up against them a little bit.
Yeah, but that's
So
down to the players as well, though, isn't it? It's not
that's what
down
I'm
to
saying.
Martin
It's not.
Cifuentes because he said at half time to keep going, and he obviously
Yeah,
didn't in the end.
that's why they were arrogant, and that's what you want
Yeah.
to see. You just want to see them. Okay, they've got an equaliser. You want to see them, right? Okay, you may have an equaliser. Right, we're going to throw the kitchen sink at you and see if you crumble.
No, I get you. Ben does say here Portsmouth beat Bury yesterday. We were top at the time, so again, Championship's never an easy game. But again, Swansea hasn't lost at home this season.
We're the first ones to beat them.
Yeah, so it's not the end. And they beat Forest at their place, didn't they? A few weeks
So.
back in the cup. So
Yeah, in the cup, yeah.
again, it's never going to
Yeah,
be
but
easy.
to be fair though, Forest Green Rovers could beat Forest at the minute, so
Yeah,
that doesn't mean anything.
no, yeah, but Forest Green Rovers are actually doing well in their league.
They lost yesterday.
Did they? Oh, I didn't see that.
Savage's first loss.
Bloody hell. So again, talking about the errors that we kind of do make or things that lead to conceding goals. What do you think needs to be taken out of the game to stop them errors happening? Because again, if we didn't make the errors against Wrexham and Swansea yesterday, it probably would have been a bit of a clearer win than we needed it to be.
There are two things that are leading to us to concede goals. First of all, is passing around the back. There was twice in the Swansea game where we're very lucky because Jakob made a silly pass on the right side of. I don't know if it was the first or second half, but you get the ball away, and luckily we defended it. But he passed it to the defender twice, or we passed it to Ricardo or something, and they lose the ball. That's one mistake that keeps happening. If they're pressing really high, just get rid of it. Just hoof up the pitch because we're making those silly errors. And the second is reckless tackles. We've been punished against Oxford with Ramsey, that silly tackle that got us a red card. Wout Faes with that tackle yesterday put the game 1-1. So those are the two ways of us getting punished: is reckless tackles.
We're
And
not
passing
really
around the back.
we're not really conceding decent goals from it though, are we? We're not conceding
can
goals
still
from nothing. We're making the errors to do that, and that's
So
the reason we're drawing games. And again, Brian here says it's also credit to us that we got a 0-0 draw versus Coventry because they're scoring for fun. That's what I mean. We're not we don't, like, as much as people might not like the tippy tappy football. Well, we do look confident and we do have majority of the possession all the time, and we look like we do control most of the games. It's just the fact that we're just not scoring. And yes, they showed differently in the fact that we have got goals in us, but we need to show it a bit more.
Yeah, but as I say, I'd like to see if we are pegged back, whether it is an equaliser or down, losing 1-0. I think the game plan needs to change where all the tippy tappy goes out the window and you just go for it.
Well, I don't know
You
if
know,
you
if you,
saw. I don't know if you saw, but the moment we conceded that goal, the next time Fatah got that ball, he just ran down straight down the wing. As
yeah, and
in,
that's what I
he
want to
just went for
see
it.
going
where's that been
forward.
all game though? Why does it take for us to go 1-1 to concede a goal
Because
for
we
us to
didn't think
retaliate?
we probably didn't think we were that in danger of conceding.
But
Because we're probably confident.
we've conceded the most goals out of the top 6 teams from mistakes like that.
Yeah,
I've not seen a goal this season where another team has scored where I've gone, yeah, that was their own making. They built that goal from scratch. They've scored a really good. Well, I've not seen a goal from another team that's been that goal. It's all come from our mistakes.
Yeah, no, that is literally it. Again, you think the Oxford one where Stolarczyk pushes the ball out and he makes it straight into a tap in. So nearly every goal we've conceded has been an error from us, and if we cut them out, we win games comfortably. But we are
No
only
player's perfect. No player's
no,
perfect, though.
no,
That's the thing. And you are gonna make mistakes along the way, but I think as long as you've got your teammates backing you up and a bit like the Birmingham game where they were fighting and helping each other out and working as a unit, I think that
yeah.
helps you along the way to cut out those mistakes.
No, I agree. We are 3 points now off top, which again, after people were saying that Coventry are in a worldy form at the moment with scoring goals, we are only 3 points off the top, which is good to see. We have now 2 weeks off until Pompey, which everyone will enjoy the international break, I'm sure. or not. But it's international break. It's always going to be fun to have a break, isn't it, Nick?
It's boring.
Yeah,
England's
England versus Wales and Latvia. Woohoo!
England's
Yeah.
so boring to watch. It's just
I'm
bring
only going to
football
watch the
back.
England Wales game just so I can watch Jordan James.
Well, if he starts, he didn't start last time.
And
I
Danny
think,
Ward.
He might be.
He's
He's
got-
injured. He's injured. Yeah.
Oh, he's injured. Oh yeah,
He
he
pulled a
broke his arm
muscle
at
getting his
McDonald's.
hamburger.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
There you go. Jono, quick score prediction. Just a really, really early score prediction for Pompey. Just why not? Just because it's still 2 weeks away.
I think we'll be the same scoreline as Swansea. I think we're still got the mistake in us, and I think we'll concede one. But I think with that performance against Swansea, I think the players have confidence to go and be positive now going forward. So yeah, I think we'll win 3-1 against Portsmouth.
Nick, before we let you go, score prediction. Very, very early, but I know. But
Oh, 2-0 Leicester.
there you go.
Why not?
Clean
But I think
sheet.
it'll.
Wow.
No, well, I think there is a clean sheet in us.
I think there's clean sheet in most of the games we've played this season.
Yeah.
We
It's
just
just where
made
we
errors
pick
to
out the
make
silly
sense. Yeah.
mistakes, and now Marty's got 2 weeks to work with the players that are staying behind to
Yeah.
work on these defensive unit to make sure these mistakes don't happen.
Agreed. Jono, appreciate you coming on for the Sunday morning. We'll see
Cheers,
you on
guys.
Thursday for your
Yes.
Foxy Focus. Unfortunately, you haven't got a game to talk about. But...
We might have a show then. We might have to wait till next week. We have to wait and see.
I'll tell you what, just a quick one, because I don't know if anybody's put it in the chat.
Oh,
Rest
one
in
second.
peace, Milan Mandaric.
Yeah, let me get it up.
Yeah.
I was meant to mention it earlier.
I don't know if everybody's seen it, but I just
Where is it?
it's just
Here we
flashed up
go.
on my watch.
There you go. Gray said, "R.I.P. Milan. Thank you for saving the club and selling to King Power. Everyone's make everyone's dream come true. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, not the best news, but it is what it is now, isn't it?
It
We
is
are-
what it is.
It is what it is. Appreciate everyone coming on. Jono, appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you. If not this Thursday, we'll see you next Thursday for
Yeah.
the show for Pompey.
Enjoy everyone's break, guys. We'll see you back. We'll see you back in a few weeks.
Yeah,
See you in a bit, bud.
Nick, we got to win. That's the main thing, isn't it? That's the main
all
thing.
you can be happy. That's all you can be happy about. We can't be miserable. We actually won, and we should have scored 5 or 6. If you want to moan, that's what you moan about. The fact that we should have scored more.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Nick, appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you
Cheers,
next
mate.
Sunday to talk about all the fun and games of the international break, probably.
We'll talk about Jordan James ripping England to shreds.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Yeah. Nick, see you in a bit, mate. See you in a bit.
See you later, bud.
And there you go, another show completed. As always, make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials. We'll be live on. We'll live tomorrow for Phil's famous bloody hell, I'm losing my mind. Fan Zone show. To talk about the game as well. He'll let his view on it from the couch, not from the game. But make sure everyone likes, favourites, and subscribes to Leicester Fan TV as always. Appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you all next time. Adios, guys.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live, thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Pucker Pies, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Fox's Arms.
Want to watch more content like this? Hit the like button. Give us your views. Hit subscribe to Leicester Fan TV and make sure to follow Leicester Fan TV on all socials.